Good morning out there in the DFS community. It's Vaughn, the Stat Man, coming into your YouTube airwaves, and welcome to the Stat Room. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into the good and the average that happened in DFS yesterday, let me get into my positive word. And my positive word for this fine morning is consistent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in life, you have to be consistent at whatever it is you're trying to obtain. You know what I'm saying? If you want to work on your dreams and your goals, you got to work at it every day of the week. Not just on Wednesdays, not just on Fridays. It has to be consistent. You know, if you want to be the best YouTuber, you have to be consistent. If you want to be the best actor, you have to take classes. If you want to be the best singer, you got to take classes. If you want to have the best body on the planet, you got to consistently go to the gym. You know, if you want your health to be up to par, you have to be consistent eating clean, natural food. So you don't want to eat a lot of foods with GMOs in it. So you have to make sure you are very consistent. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it there with consistent, guys. All right. I started what's called a 3-day trial for my system. And I realized that I was all over the place. I'm very honest with you guys. I don't lie to people. I like to tell people the truth. So I said, let me get back to having the #1 system on the net. So what I did is I said, you know what? Not being all over the place, I'm gonna go stick to my guns, and I'm gonna do a 3-day trial, and then I'm gonna give 10 people free lineups for the next 3 days. So yesterday the trial came at a 285.6. That's actually pretty good. If it wasn't for Kelly Oubre getting into foul trouble, he had 2 fouls in the first quarter. He only played 9 minutes in the whole first half. He only ended up giving us 8.4 points. Kelly Oubre should have given us about 25 points because he was in a prime matchup. But foul trouble, if you have ever played sports, you get out of your rhythm when you get into foul trouble. So that's what hurt the lineup. So Kelly Oubre gets 15 more points. We had a 300. So guys, when you have a lineup and you end up with a 265 or a 270, it's not that you had a bad lineup. Sometimes you could have had guys that was in a blowout game, i.e. New York. If you had the point guard for New York, he was in a blowout game. If you also had Porzingis, he didn't play the whole fourth quarter because they were down by 26 points. So all of those things are factors in picking a lineup. So that's where you have to have some luck because nobody knows who's going to get blown out. If you just, like you looked at Houston a couple days ago, they got beat at home. I thought it was going to be a competitive game against them in New York, but it ended up not being like that because New York made all their shots in the first half. They missed them all in the second half. But if you're going to play DFS, you're going to have 3 and 4 day losing streaks because it's gambling. You can't control if a player makes a shot or misses a shot. You can't control foul trouble. You can't control, a guy just being off. That's DFS. That's why I take the good with the bad. You have to take the good with the bad. So for my insane community, you guys are absolutely at a disadvantage for winning because for my insane community members, if you're watching me for the first time, insane community members are people who play the unlimited entry GPPs because you have a contest with 100,000 people in there, right? You're going to have 100 of those people get a 365 or better because it's just so many people. If you have 20,000 people, you'll have 50 people that can get a 365 or above. So if you play an unlimited GPP, you have to consistently get a 345 to make anything more than 20 bucks. Because a 335 will get you 10 bucks or 8 bucks. But if you put a 335 in a head-to-head, you'll win every freaking night because you're going up against one person. So the odds of one person getting a 360 is slim to none. Now me, I like to play 20 unlimited. I like to play 20 head-to-heads in the dollar games because the Sharks, they play the $5 and up games. So I play $21 games, $22 games. And yeah, I might only win 30 bucks a day. But at the end of the week, you're talking plus 200, at the end of the month, you're talking about 800. It's like the stocks. All right, so I'm going to leave it there with head-to-heads. I'm going to give you my 4 horsemen for today. It's only a 2-game slate, so don't bet big on 2-game slates because 2-game slates are the hardest because you have to be perfect because the options are smaller. All right, so I'm going to give you point guard Murray. He's versus Golden State with his upside, 4,600. And then you can decide whether you want to go with Damian Lillard or Golden State's Stephen Curry. Next, I'm giving you shooting guard Green for 5,000 versus Golden State. Like I said again, you can decide what other shooting guard you want to pair with him. Next, I'm going to give you small forward Ingram versus Portland. Then, like I said again, you can decide what other small forward you want to pair with him. And last, I'm going to give you center Gasol from San Antonio going up against Golden State. Golden State's biggest weakness is at the center position. I think Gasol goes for about 30 to 35 points. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you like what I did, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to check out the website at VonTheStatman.com. Follow me on Twitter at VonTheStatman. And guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. Love you guys and good hunting on your NBA. Oh, and in NFL, we might be in the top 5 tonight because it's looking really good. All right, love y'all.